Do you think that you might be being used by someone and you're not sure? By the end of this video, I'm going to give you 5 ways to figure out if you might be being used by someone so that you can ditch that person ahead of time and save yourself a whole lot of pain. Hey there, I'm Rebecca Zung, and I'm an attorney. I'm also a narcissist negotiation expert. I have written 2 best-selling books, Negotiate Like You Matter and Breaking Free, a Step-by-Step Divorce Guide. And I've helped millions of people through this channel and thousands of people through my programs and through my law practice. And I'm on a mission to help you too. I give lots and lots of free advice through this channel because I've also dealt with narcissists in my personal life, but I'm also really, really committed because I want you to break free from those toxic relationships. And I know the signs when people are being used. So if you haven't subscribed to this channel, make sure you do that now. Subscribe, hit that notification bell. And I'm going to give you 5 signs to make sure that you can avoid being used by someone, because I want to make sure that you can avoid being used by someone. If you think that you're being used by someone and you're in these situations, I know I've been used by people. I still feel when that's happening to me at this point, and especially now in my life, it's never fun when that happens. And, and narcissists are very, very well known for this. They're opportunists. They attach themselves to people because they have that narcissistic supply. This is something that I have said many times. They attach themselves to you because you have so much value, not because you have so little value. Even though they devalue you right away, they make you feel like you have no value. But think about it. Think about it. Why would they have attached themselves to you if you had no value? Right? I mean, they're not stupid. They attach themselves to you because you had so much value. It gives them this feeling of power to manipulate and exert control over somebody that they think is powerful, right? The more powerful you are, the more powerful they feel when they exert control over somebody who has power, right? They do want to use people that have a fair amount of power as well. So they're going to use you to get where they want to go. If you're no longer useful to them, then they'll just drop you. It's sad that that's the way it is, but they're kind of like vultures who they look to see, is there any more meat left on the bone? And if there isn't, like, the carcass is empty, and they'll just move on down the road and see if there's another one available. And so that's really how it is. I mean, and without any kind of thought behind it, they just look to the next form of supply. I mean, they're predators, really. And it's a form of survival for them. And, you can't look at it personally. You can't take it personally because something happened in their childhood that caused them to feel this way, that caused them to shut off their emotion, that caused them to deal with trauma in that way. And there's all sorts of psychological reasons behind it. But, you can't save them. You can't fix it. I always go back to the 3 C's. You didn't cause it. You can't cure it. You can't control it. All of those things, right? And so, don't think you can hang around and fix it, because you can't. You're just going to deplete yourself and empty yourself in the process. You're just going to end up sucking your soul in the process. And they might want you to fix it. You might want to try to fix it, but it's this black hole, this empty hole that, you keep pouring yourself into, and it's empty and dark and bottomless pit on the other side. And nothing's going in. And so you keep making deposits and you're not ever going to be able to make any withdrawals from that. And so they're still empty and you're left feeling totally depleted. And so if you want to avoid being used, then, you got to figure out a way to protect yourself. So, in this video, what I want to do is give you 5 ways to avoid being used by these narcissists, by these vultures, by these predators, so that you don't end up in these situations anymore. All right. So number 1 is when you see how these people behave, believe them the first time. Maya Angelou's talked about that. But when you see how they behave, believe them the first time. I'm so guilty of this. I am so guilty of this. Giving people more chances. And then when they future fake you, when they say, oh, I've changed and all these other things, I believe them. And I've sat there and listened and I think that they're sincere. And I believe that they want to change. And I've listened to the sob stories and I have this bleeding heart and I'm an empath myself. And I've allowed myself, that's like fool me once, shame on me, fool me twice, shame on you, that whole thing, whatever it is, that's what it is. And you've got to be so vigilant about that. And it is hard. It's so hard to do that. But if you really want to avoid being used, when you see how people behave, believe them the first time, really believe it, put yourself there. And number 2 is set standards for yourself and do not lower them. No matter what, defend your light with your life and understand, like, this is the type of person that I want in my life, period. I want a person in my life who has integrity, who does what they say they're going to do when they say they're going to do it, and does high quality work, or is the type of person who doesn't compromise their morals, whatever it is that you want in your life. And then that's it. And when you see that they're not that kind of a person, just decide that they're not your people. And I'll tell you what, one of my favorite things to say is stop trying to make not your people, because some people are just not your people, and that's okay. Not everybody has to be your people. And the older I get, the more I realize that that's just really going to be okay. If you really want to get narcissists to respect you, the more confident you are, the more they will respect you. I'll tell you that right now. And I do have a whole video on this is the only way to get a narcissist to respect you. And I have a whole bunch of ways to get narcissists to respect you. In that video, definitely check that out. Number 3 way to avoid being used is don't look at people's potential. You just have to look at the here and now, look at the facts of who the person actually is. Don't say, well, I think they could be a good person. I think they want to be a good person. I think they're striving to be. I think they're getting better. Nothing like that. Look at the here and now, look at the facts. Don't look at the potential of who they possibly could be. You really want to avoid being used by somebody. Don't look at the potential. Look at who they actually are. Look at the evidence in reality. Number 4 is integrity is everything. Integrity is everything. Integrity is the foundation of everything in life. I always say integrity is one of my love languages. It should definitely be one of yours as well. If you really want to Make sure that you avoid being used. If you really want to actually have a great life in general, hold yourself to account for everything that you do in life. Hold the people in your life to account for everything. And if you keep your word on what you're supposed to do in your life, and you hold the people in your life to account for what they're supposed to do, watch to see how your life changes. If you say you're supposed to get up at 6 o'clock in the morning and you start getting up at 6 o'clock in the morning, hold yourself to account for everything in your life. Integrity is everything. When you start to hold yourself to account, when you say your word is your word, and you make sure that everybody else in your life stays true to their word, you'll see. You'll see how your life changes. Integrity is everything. What you say you're going to do, when you say you're going to do it, how you say you're going to do it, in the way you say you're going to do it, even when nobody is looking, makes a huge difference. That's number 4. And number 5 is know your worth. Know your worth and then stick to it. I mean, this is one of the hardest. This is one of the hardest for a lot of people, internally. Know your worth and then, really, really stick to it and not allow people to disrespect you, and just really feeling that inner value, knowing that you are whole and complete as you are. And I want you to start right now by putting in the comments, I know I'm worthy. I want you to put that right now. Even if you don't feel it yet, just start writing it. I know I'm worthy. I know I'm worthy, because you are. You 100% are. You came onto this planet. There was a 1 in 400 trillion chance that, your dad's sperm hit that one egg or whatever it was. I mean, you were meant to be here. You are unique. There was never another you on this planet. There never will be another you on this planet. You are worthy. You are meant to be here. So I want you to write, I know I'm worthy, right now in the comments, because you are. If you are struggling, if you're not sure where to turn, please make sure you join my free private Facebook group, Narcissist Negotiators with Rebecca Zung. Make sure that you have subscribed to this channel and hit that notification bell. I also have a free Crush My Negotiation prep worksheet. If you're negotiating with a narcissist and not sure where to start, make sure you grab that at winmynegotiation.com. I also have a free masterclass which you can join at icanslay.com. And if you're struggling and you're not sure where to turn and you need help with therapy, with support, I do have a partnership with betterhelp.com. You can go to betterhelp.com/Rebecca Zung and get the help and support that you need there as well. We do get a commission if you go there, but we just want to make sure that you get the help and support that you need. We only recommend services that we trust. There's a link to that, all that stuff below as well. Remember that today is a great day to start negotiating your best life, and they only win if you give in, which you're not going to do because you're here and you just subscribe to this channel. So I will see all of you guys in the next video.